Willian is almost an Arsenal player. Kai Havertz is almost a Chelsea player. The latest news on those two topics, and more importantly, the press conference for our second leg in the Champions League against Bayern Munich. Everything you need to know in this video, under 10 minutes. Let's go. Welcome to the Kafka's and welcome to our match preview. So the match preview is simple. I'm going to bring you the press conference and all the key takeaways from Antonio Rudiger and Frank Lampard. But before we get into that, we're going to cover the latest transfer news revolving Chelsea. Number one, Kai Havertz. What's happening with him? Is he going to become a Chelsea player? And when is this deal going to get concluded? Number two, Willian. What is going on? We're going to start with Willian. 1.7k new subscribers on the Kafka's View in under 2 months. Fantastic. Can we continue this? Hit a like button for the video if you like my stuff. And more importantly, subscribe to the channel. It really does help. And it makes a whole homie community. Comment below with your views on Havertz, Willian, and the game tomorrow. Can we make it back? I'm going to give us as much optimism as we can have today. And more importantly, let's go on with the video. Willian to Arsenal is almost a done deal, guys. Unless Barcelona come in with a last-ditch effort to sign the player, it looks like a foregone conclusion. The rumours are simple. Willian to Arsenal on a free transfer for £150,000 a week for 3 years. This was the stumbling block. Marina Garaskova is a businesswoman. Most importantly, she is a businesswoman. So she is not going to offer Willian a 3-year deal. She offered him 1 year plus an option. But Willian, on the other hand, wanted 3 years. Of course he wants 3 years. He's at an age where it's his one final deal. Number two, he's got a restaurant in London that he wants to run. And number three, he's most probably settled with his family. His kids are most probably going to school. And it's perfectly acceptable for him not to want to relocate at his age. For me, I think Mikel Arteta wants him, as you can see Fabrizio Romano is stating. But I've got no hard feelings. Willian, go have a great end to your career. Not too great. We are rivals after all, but thank you for what you have done for this club. At times, I think the ability you've had, it could have been better. I think you could have been more goals, more assists. But as it is, you've done very well. Thank you. Bayern Munich's manager has come out and openly stated Kai Havertz will not be joining them. Duh! He's coming to Chelsea, that's why. Fabrizio Romano confirms because the player needs to come to Chelsea. He has indicated, Kai Havertz has indicated to Bayer Leverkusen, yes, indicated, I want to go to Chelsea. And this is fantastic. Chelsea are planning to agree a deal. And this is the key. They're trying to agree a deal and are working out all the little nuts and bolts of it. This deal will be concluded after the Europa League. So the quicker Bayer Leverkusen go out, the quicker it's going to be for us to see Kai Havertz in a Chelsea top. As you can tell, I am very excited for this. This is going to be a marquee signing. Eden Hazard-esque. It's a statement. It's a generational signing where we make maybe once every 10 years where it's like, wow, we've actually got one of the best young players in the world. And Kai Havertz is that. I said on many occasions, I don't want to lie. I don't want to cheat you guys. I don't have sources. I bring you what is reported by the most reliable sources. Fabrizio Romano is the most reliable source, I think, out there. Fabrizio Romano is putting his neck on the line consistently in regards to Jadon Sancho, in regards to Kai Havertz, Willian, Gabriel Manalos. This guy is putting his neck out there. I trust it. And I hope you guys do as well. I don't want to get no abuse or you don't know what you're talking about. This is my opinion. I think we're getting Kai Havertz. There, I said it. Clip it up, put it all over if that doesn't happen. But Kai Havertz will be a Chelsea player. Now on to the little thing of the second leg of the Champions League last 16. Can we beat Bayern Munich? We're 3-0 down. We need to have a miracle. And this is what this club does. Miracles. So let's stay positive. Press conference time, baby. Let's go. Team news from Frank Lampard confirmed. Azpilicueta's out. Pedro's out. Willian's out. Jorginho's suspended. And most importantly, Christian Pulisic is injured. This is bad news. The only good news, the shining light, is N'Golo Kante's fit and Ruben Loftus-Cheek is fit. This is good news and they both are in contention to start. Preferably, I wouldn't risk them, I'm not going to lie to you, because it's almost a friendly. Unless you believe in miracles, and I'm not going to lie to you. I've got this false sense of optimism, and I always do because we're the underdogs. We've got nothing to lose. I'm going to get slapped in the face most probably by Bayern Munich, but I would start him, you know what? I've changed my mind. Let's start him and let's just go for this. Let's just win the game. Why not? Let's start with that. Forget the tie, win the game. Frank believes we can win the game, we can turn it around, and let's back the team, let's back the managers. This isn't about time for he said, she said. It's about time to back the team. We can do this, guys. I think Frank is being optimistic because he has to be. He needs to motivate these players. What's it going to sound like if he comes, no, we can't do it. It's a formality. No, Frank needs to be positive. We need to be positive. And we can just pray. Literally. Who knows? It might work out. Crazier things have happened. Arsenal did beat us in the cup final after all. You know what I mean? Like, crazier things have happened. Frank Lampard confirms that Willian would have been available for selection if he was fit. He's injured. He said, he's our player, and I'm not looking past it. We need to pay him the respect to not speculate. And you know what? At the end of the day, Frank said the right thing. They're friends. They've played with each other, I'm guessing, before. And what are you going to do about it? It is what it is. Like, Willian's still available until after tomorrow's game, unless we do a miracle, and then it's, like, prolonged. But it is what it is. Frank Lampard can't comment on the situation, guys. I'm sorry. Little bit of bad news. Christian Pulisic is out for 6 weeks and potentially could miss the first 2 games, the league games of the season. For me, that's a lot better than I anticipated. I'm not going to lie to you. But I am worried about Christian Pulisic's injury records, per se. But, guys, it could have been a lot worse. He'll be back. We've got good squad depth in that position. Hudson-Odoi has got an opportunity tomorrow. An opportunity to state a claim, make a statement. Do your thing, bro. Antonio Rudiger had his own press conference, and Antonio Rudiger spoke about 3 key things. Number 1, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Is it a big game for him? Well, of course it's a big game for him, he said. He was clearly stating that it's against the team that almost bought him, but more importantly, when you're a young player, you need to be able to step up on these occasions. And how Willian was a great influence for them to see. How Callum would have learnt so much from Willian, and Rudiger was really complimentary of the player, and if anything, took a really good leadership stance. And I was very impressed by these comments, and I kind of feel like he doesn't want Willian to leave, and it's understandable why. It's another experienced head in the team, and Rudiger was very positive. Rudiger spoke about Willian, and he was very, very respectful. He even went as far to say as he will leave the void that Eden Hazard left. It will be the same impact. They're both very similar. They're not very vocal, but they lead by example. And you know what? Willian's part of the furniture at Chelsea right now. He's been with us for, 8 years? So it's very difficult for us to just sit back and say, you know what? Big man, it's time for you to go, dip out, bye. We have to be respectful. We need to be grateful for what Willian has done to our club. For me, Rudiger sums it up when he was asked about Bayern Munich. We need to go out there and we need to show some pride. We need to show some quejones. We need to show some attitude. We need to show that we are Chelsea. What happened at Stamford Bridge won't happen again. We need to switch on. Do not embarrass ourselves. Stay in the game. Win the game potentially. And you know what? Pray for a miracle to happen. Look, that word's coming out of my mouth a lot. But we are Chelsea, alright? We perform when the odds are down, okay? We are better. We don't do favourite, we do underdog. So let's go, innit? My prediction, I think we're going to draw the game still. I'm not going to lie to you. I think best case scenario, we're going to draw the game. But I've got hope. I'm talking with my head right now, not my heart. My heart is telling me we're going to whoop them 4-0 because we're going to find a way. But my head is telling me, listen, man, we'll be lucky to get a win at best. But literally, they haven't played football for so long. We need to do a mazine. We need to do a madness. We need to hit them the way we hit Barcelona back in the day. Remember when we had 3 in the first 18 minutes? This is the night, boys. Legends are made on nights like this. Cult heroes are made at nights like this. Get us through, you will be remembered for years. This will be the night that your grandkids are going to talk about. So let's go. I don't need to give you guys a tactical analysis about Bayern Munich, because that's not what I do on my channel. I don't go into the deep nitty gritty. I give you guys my perspective on what kind of team they are. They're a very good possession-based team that are physically imposing. They're a team that's going to want to keep the ball, and they're not going to sit back and let us have dominate position. That plays in our hands. We need to be compact. We need to be sitting deep, in my opinion, and hit them the way we hit City. Bayern aren't going to be at the Allianz Arena and say, you know what, big man, let's play out a 0-0 draw. They're going to want to score goals, and they're going to want to get into shape. They want to go from second gear to third gear because the business end of the season for them is starting now. So we need to catch them on the break while they're trying to change gears. And then let's see what happens.